gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, with no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. For the rocks from the side, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad.
What's good, family? We in the building. It is me, and I have brought the beautiful queen with me. Could you please introduce yourself for people that's just coming in and joining you for the first time?
What's good, you guys? I am Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson.
How you doing tonight, CZ?
I'm okay.
Okay. Shout out to everybody that's coming through and joining us for the first time. Shout out to everybody that's coming through and chopping it up with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got a good topic tonight. You know what I'm saying? We missed last week, but we back this week. You know what I'm saying? We were celebrating Juneteenth, kicking it with family and friends and things like that. Cece, how was your week? And how was your last week and how was your week been?
Um, my last week been dope. It was cool. The holidays, um, Father's Day, it was really smooth, dope. Celebrated with family, with my boo, and all this other shit. It was dope.
Hey, shout out to the brother Miami Snoopy 305. He says, so the last members only story had quite the twist. Y'all make sure to join the Sea Hive for the most masterful storytelling.
Well,
Yes, that we just like go ahead, Sissy, go ahead.
thank you. But hey, if you gonna tell it, you got to tell it all. You can't be hiding. You can't be. You know what I'm saying? Front. It is what it. I'm a whole person. So yeah, it
Listen,
had quite the twist.
listen, that last Sea Hive story was really something. And if you didn't watch it all the way to the end, you really is cheating yourself. You know what I'm saying? The lead up was great, but it is a phenomenal twist at the end of that story that you want to watch the build up to. You know what I'm saying?
To
I mean, it
my,
caught me off guard. What'd you say?
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. To my members, I thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Shit, I appreciate y'all.
Hey, shout out to Lady Stoneheart. Salute to you, Queen. Thank you so
Salute to
much
you.
for coming through and showing love, man. As a matter of fact, let me give a shout out to Miami Snoopy, Pablo Escobar, D Man Jr. You know what I'm saying? Angie Wise, uh, Macadocious, Mac of the South, Kondo, Sami Hassan. Salute to you, brother. Salute to Chipmunk Champion. Salute to the brother Phenomenal Mexican. Salute. I see Tanisha in here. Salute. Yeah, it was a plot twist. It was a plot twist. You understand me? Look, shout out to David Spangenberg. He said, did you get belt whoopings as a child? And if so, what was your worst experience getting a belt whooping? How did whoopings impact you as an adult?
I needed my ass whooped as a child. Yeah, I got belt whoopings, and then when I got old enough, she stopped using belts, and then she wanted to rumble. How did whoopings affect me as a child? It didn't. It didn't. I mean, sometimes your kids. Now, if you whooping your child in moderation when they do some shit, I condone whoopings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. Oh, don't do that. If you're beating a child, that's something different. That's child abuse. But if you chastising a motherfucking child, then you chastise them. I would rather chastise my child than have somebody else do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when the police kill one of our kids, they get on us for chastising our kids, but they kill our kids. You know, you start that shit in the crib and then it trickles over on the outside. Have it go. If your kid need their ass, whoop their ass. Period.
Does anything ever, like, when you make a decision, is it ever a time you got your ass whooped that you be like, as an adult, did it kind of stop you or make you think about it at least?
No. If I made a decision, if I made my mind up to do some shit, I'm standing on it. you know. So if I did some shit that I just do what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. Even as a child, I did what I really wanted to do. Sometimes I got my ass whooped, sometimes I didn't. But if I really wanted to do it, no matter how many whoopings I got, it wasn't gonna stop me or change my mind.
Do you think that's just the person? Because like you got a lot of cousins, like I got a lot of family members that like whooping ain't even just an actual description of what they got. But them motherfuckers got beat. You know what I'm saying? They got beat, but they still was gonna do what they was gonna do. Do you think it's just you can't whoop that shit out of a person? A person just gonna be a person.
A person is one of the things people don't realize about their children are little people. So they have a mind. You know what I'm saying? You have to think when you was a kid, you wanted to do what the hell you wanted to do. It was certain things you did, you know. Um, a lot of adults try to beat that out of their kids because adults want children to be adults so bad. So adults want children to think like them. It's like let them kids have a fucking imagination. Don't get mad at them because your shit done been fucked up and you know life done whoop your ass. Let that kid live. Let that motherfucker run wild. You know, just go, explore. Let the wind be beneath your motherfucking wings. Just come back on time.
Did you have a big imagination as a kid? Like, was you okay, like were you outside like building mud castles and playing roles and different things? Did you have that type of kid childhood?
Yep. Listen, go ahead.
Wait. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
If I didn't come back in the house dirty, I ain't have fun. I was a dirty ass kid, baby. We ain't had no grass in our yard. It was a lot. We was first of all like the lot used to be this building. They tore down this building, so it was a big ass lot. So we used to get the table legs off the tables, and we used to be out in that bitch playing softball. The bricks was our bases. Then I used to be a dirt soldier, meaning I get inside the yard and kick up all the dust. You know, in the summertime, the dirt be dust because ain't no water, ain't no grass, no shit. I used to like to play hide and seek by my motherfucking self. I used to like anytime I seen like fences, chain fences, I get on them and pretend I was on the biggest swing in the park. I used to jump off roofs, climb trees. Baby, I did it all. I had fun.
When do you think? I mean, and this is just my opinion. I think I don't think children have the same imagination, or even I know they don't play outside like we used to play outside. Like you go through some of these neighborhoods, it ain't even a kid in sight. When I was young, you see kids playing football or basketball, tag, and all kind of stuff. When do you think that kids stop going outside and stop having imagination like the one you described? Because I don't see that as much anymore.
Well, the times have changed. It's dangerous outside. You got motherfuckers like I grew up in an era when people used to get into it. They used to when people used to get into it, they'd tell the women and children go in the house. You know, they'll protect the women and children. Now they walking up killing the fucking kids. They don't care who outside. There's no respect. People don't respect life. Another thing, like the crack era, like and towards the end of the 90s, early 2000, shit got real bad. Then the sex trafficking, kids coming up missing, all type of shit. And it's like, nah. Then you got cell phones and you got video games, you know what I'm saying? Technology. Another thing, technology. So parents want to provide their kids with the best, this, that, and the third, but that technology requires your ass to be indoors instead of outdoors, you know? So that alone takes away from the outside. All of those things together take away from the whole outside element.
Let me ask you this, because this has always been a big thing in my mind. I literally remember, I can remember when crack hit, like you mentioned the crack era. I remember when crack like changed the dynamic. I remember being a kid, being able to walk to school and be like far from a long way. You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised in a part of Dallas called Oak Cliff. And so I remember Oak Cliff being this nice place. We had a pool and we could go outside and just, walks from long distances to schools and shit like that. And I remember like when crack got bad, it just turned into my uncle had to walk me to school and all this other weird shit started happening. Do you remember the time in Chicago where when crack actually hit Chicago? Do you remember that?
Um, yeah, I remember it. I remember it. Well, I stayed out on 71st and Yale. Um, well, I stayed out on 71st and Yale. I remember the boys taking over the block. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? How they would take over the block. I remember how they transported their drugs and they Scotty Pippins and they Jordans and they um like transport the drugs. I remember the cars pulling up. I can still remember the smell of the rubber burning when they used to fly down the street. I remember the little gang fights. I remember it all. Like it didn't scare me. I was intrigued.
Mhm.
I was intrigued because of who my father was and the influence he had and how everybody gravitated towards my dad. So I seen a lot. I seen a lot. I remember the transitions and I remember who was doing what. I remember my cousins and my brothers and how listen, I could remember the baggies. I can remember finding the baggies in the window and shit. You know, my cousin was, selling drugs about the crib and my dad didn't know. So he used to have his shit up in the window. I rem- it's so much. Listen, I remember the first murder I heard about for coming from somebody I knew, and why they did it, the motive behind it. And this person was very influential in my life. So I remember like his charges and the details of the murder. Then I remember first seeing um the first person I seen get shot. You know what I'm saying? And then start the different little wars and shit breaking out. And I remember seeing chicks who used to just be selling pussy and drinking and shit, how they came back like zombies. You know, the I remember all of that. But still in all, I was intrigued.
Well, okay, so Chicago have always been a place of like uh, organized crime, even in all sectors, black, Italian, white, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's always been that, you know what I'm saying? I could, like I said, Dallas completely changed with crack, you know what I'm saying? What Okay, so you said and like your dad is from the old school, you know what I'm saying? He was an older guy, you know what I'm saying, much older than everybody else. And so his the crime that he was involved in, what was the biggest changes for you though? Like what actually, like, what did you see change that wasn't happening in Chicago that was happening before? What was the biggest change when crack happened?
It was just more people on the block. You gotta understand something. I had a brother. It wasn't crack. They had coke. You know. So I had a brother who was killed, but he was a robber. Like so. Um, I've always seen parts of it. No, like I've always seen this. I've always experienced it. So it was not no hellified transition. Like, oh, one day we la 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 la, and next day it's like no, it wasn't none of that. It's been the same consistent shit, same script, different cast. Same
Mm.
script. I remember being in the car with my cousin and my brother, and we was going down 67 to Blackstone, and a car. I don't know if they got shot or whatever, but they flipped over. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they flipped over. So I remember my brother pulling over. Boom. He pull over, everybody jump out. Quite naturally, I'm looking to see if they going to help pull the dudes up out of. They get to whooping his ass and robbing him. you know, this in the 80s. They get to whooping his ass and robbing him. So this stuff is it's like it wasn't no drastic change. It just went from it was just like shit. Another day, business as usual.
That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting because I always wondered that because, like I said, it's such a difference in Chicago. Because, like I said, Dallas, I remember the change. I remember like it was just like night and day. You know what I'm saying? But I always wonder, and you even here in New York, the New York dudes, they tell how it was before and then after, the same thing with LA. but Chicago is looked at as a black city. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's always had like a certain structure, and it's amazing. It's funny how you say it was just a different cast, but the same story. You know what I'm saying? That's some wild shit. Shout out to the brother David Spangenberg. He said, "What was your feelings wearing handcuffs compared to how you felt wearing shackles? How was transportation to jail versus prison in any transport stories?"
David, that you asking these questions that I already talked about, especially in these videos. Wearing shackles. I'm going to jail.
We got a
I
whole
need,
video on it. You got a whole video on it.
I got multiple videos on it, so I need you to go back and watch that. You know,
yeah, it's a whole video on it.
But I can tell him this. Wearing handcuffs and wearing shackles is the same fucking thing. You just got shackles on your feet, meaning your ankles is cuffed as well. It's the same fucking thing. You taking a step at a time. You still taking a step at a time because CO's right on the side of you when you just have on handcuffs. So ain't no big difference.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if Cece went through this. Well, I say this: the shackles, like she said, that shit was all the same when you shackle, on the waist. But when you go on like in federal transport, they got what this some call like a black box. I don't know if they had that shit where they put a black box and they literally hog tie you to your hands and your feet, and that was extremely uncomfortable. I hated that. You know what I'm saying? They had this shit, then they would chain you to the floor. Like they had things that come off the floor and they run the chains through there and they chain you to the floor and you got your hands. It's a little bitty black box that got your hands together, and that chain is connecting your feet to your hands, and you got to be like this, and you like this. That is the most fucking uncomfortable feeling in the world, especially when you big and got some size on you. You know what I'm saying?
Marvelous Marvin. It is. I have a playlist. You can hit it. And all the videos are titled Smart Ass.
But if you wanna see that, because he asked about, he said, what's your feelings about wearing handcuffs? How did you feel? Well, yeah. He asked the same question. It's the first videos that you might want to check out.
The first video.
The first video, she talks about, she got a whole 2 videos on
Being
transported, getting into jail. She even got a video. It's even a video of her being transported to prison from jail. So all that shit is covered. Everything. I mean, in great detail. So like she says, I don't know if you guys pay attention to any of that stuff, but Cece went over everything in great detail. Great detail. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you watch every video. Like she says, go watch every video. Go to the playlist. The playlist has every video in there. All you gotta do is press play, and this shit just goes in order, and it just takes you through on a journey. It takes you on this amazing journey, and you will see it all. Shout out to the queen, Tanisha, Lady Elegance in the building. What's up, Tanisha? Salute.
Tanisha.
And everybody always say, why Cece, why you always talking about in chronological order? You don't have to do this. That's why right there. This man just came here and spent $10 trying to figure out if she had anything in the past about shackles and all this other stuff. It's she has a whole fucking 3 videos like of over an hour worth of material on being shackled. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she always puts that. So all the smart ass people that be saying that what are you saying in because these people everybody don't listen like you. Just enjoy the story. If y'all notice, we've been putting all the videos from now on out have chapters now. So if you want to, you can go straight to story time. Go straight to story time. You got the chapters, you got the intro, you got the information, and you got the story time. So you can go straight to it. All the new videos have that. Okay. And I'm gonna go back and add it as much as I can to the older videos. You know what I'm saying? So you'll have that. Shout out to Tanisha, Lady Elegance in the building. Salute you. She said, smile, CC. But hello, beautiful, and salute to you, King. And I agree. Kids need old school whoopings. LOL. I was outside, dirty, being creative. LOL. Climbing trees, shaking my head. It's not the same. Technology took over.
Sure
Um,
did.
but even I gotta ask you this, Tanisha. I gotta ask you this, CC. Especially with you having children, grandchildren, and shit like that. How comfortable are you with your kids being outside today?
I don't know. Well, my kids are grown,
I mean, I'm
but
just saying, like,
like
well, you got grandkids now. How comfortable are you with your grandkids being outside?
I am not comfortable with my grandkids being outside at all. You know, I have a grandson who loves little dirt. And he just swear up and down he that guy. You know what I'm saying? If he see a group of guys, he's gonna walk up to him and he want to get everybody pound and dap. That's my grandson. But I hate that. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him being that motherfucking friendly. And then now I get so uncomfortable seeing a group of guys standing around because, especially in Chicago, you see a group of guys standing around. The first thing I'm thinking, oh, man, somebody gonna come shoot that crowd up. I get uncomfortable seeing guys walking um, because I feel like they're in danger. You know what I'm saying? And black men are targets. They're targeted by other black men. They're targets by white men. They're targets by the police. And any fucking thing can happen at any given time. And if my grandchild is outside, I do not want him to be in a crossfire. It just is what it is. I'm not even comfortable with my daughters going outside. Even to this day, my daughters is going outside. Where's y'all going? You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all going there? And I'm in a whole different city, and I need to know locations. Their locations are being shared with me constantly, 24/7, because I need to know. My kids are worldly, so they always to me they always in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? It's like stay ass in the house. The house is the safest place, if you ask me. And sometimes that shit don't even work. Because you see plenty of motherfuckers get killed in the house. So it's like shit.
One of the most interesting things about you told me that initially. One of the things what caught me off guard because it wasn't that you was necessarily afraid for your daughter, but with you being from Chicago, you was afraid of for they boyfriends and shit.
Man.
That was like the first time I had ever heard something like that. You was like afraid that they boyfriends was standing or walking a certain kind of way or walking to a bus stop that actually brought fear to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you said you was like black men are targets. They not safe. They can't stand nowhere. If they stand somewhere, somebody gonna come shoot them up. The police gonna come through there and fuck them up. At what point did your mind get like that? What did you see? What made you start feeling like that?
I always say either you're a solution or you're a part of the problem. For a long time, I was a part of the problem. So so much shit has happened in Chicago. For one, it was a young boy by the name of Darion Albert. Him just coming out of school, they had a riot. They had closed down a bunch of schools in Chicago. They had a riot at the new school that he was attending. You know, the new students weren't getting along with the old students. The old students didn't want them there. You know, territorial differences and shit. And they beat that boy with a motherfucking 2x4, and this shit was recorded and put out to the world. You know what I'm saying? They killed him. Like you seen when he died, when he got hit in the head. That's one. He's at school. You know, he wasn't safe there. Then I used to follow something on IG, and I still follow stuff, but like legal help page, and it shows you all the murders of the young black boys. And then it was something Spot News. Spot News told all the crime from Chicago the moment it happened. I remember it's a image in my head. It was some boys, they was coming out the store and they went up in there for chips and juice. You know what I'm saying? Teenage boys coming out the store. Somebody seen them going to the store. They came out and shot them all. And it was like 8 of them, shot them all. And one of the boys, he was opening his chips. So his chips was still in his fucking hand and somebody blew his brains out. and he was laying on the ground. And it's like when the constant images of this shit, and I have children. No matter who believe this or not, I'm a very active mom. So at the point in time, I was at my kids' school every fucking day, if not every fucking day, almost. I'm there. Do you know how many funerals I done went to of my children classmates? Like that shit, that's horrible. Or how many of them that's locked up? I got one, my godson, GP. He went to jail for a gun case. He went to jail for a gun case. His sister got murdered a couple of days before he came home. He went back to jail for violating his ban. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go to the funeral and shit. He go to jail. They try to put a murder on him from when he was 12 years old. I mean, it's just no peace for young men. Then you got people getting shot at the bus stops. You got people getting robbed. Like they had like video footage floating around of dudes riding around in vans, shooting at boys at the bus stop, like just opening the van and shooting, gunning them down, like for sport. So they hunt black boys for sports, other black boys. And it's like, do you know how broken and how fucked up you gotta be to do shit like this? You know, so me seeing this shit, me seeing this stuff, I'm not young anymore. I'm older and I have shit to lose. You know, so my daughters are now dating, they're in relationships, they all have their own cribs and shit like that. And if one of them got a dude who got to catch the bus, this, and the third, I know that's what my daughter loves. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do as a mother, as my child's mother, that's who she loves. I gotta love him too. I'm gonna make sure he's safe. So if it means I have to buy a car or make sure he get to and from, you know what I'm saying, so he can do better, I'm gonna do it. You know, and people be like, I wouldn't do no shit like that. He need to be a man. He's a young man. You know what I'm saying? You was once a young man too. You still got grown motherfuckers who ain't got their shit together. So, but me as a parent, I'm gonna do my best to protect that part over there. I don't want my daughter calling me and seeing her crying. Do you know it's hurtful to hear your child cry about somebody they love being murdered? I done been through this multiple times. So I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I know if he traveling, my daughter's gonna travel with him. And it's just certain. If I could prevent it, if I could step in, I will, and I do.
Have you ever had that happen with one of your daughters losing a boyfriend or something like that to some violence in Chicago?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What was that experience like? And
did
you know the child?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to say their names, but you know.
It happened twice. Right when I came home, and like a couple of days after I came home, and maybe probably like 6 months after I came home.
Oh, so these are recent.
Yeah. And then before then, they had like little best friends and shit. Like my daughters are really popular. So it's horrible. It's just horrible.
So I mean, I want to kind of transition into like what your storylines is, you know what I'm saying? And we want to transition into that, you know what I'm saying? This week, you met a new lady, you know what I'm saying? And y'all have had some pretty powerful scenes, you know what I'm saying? Some pretty powerful things going on, you know what I'm saying? I want to get into the Gertie situation. You know what I'm saying? Get into the Gertie situation. Had you already? Okay, so what y'all don't know is, I mean, if in case y'all haven't checked out the latest videos, which you should. I don't know why you in here if you ain't seen the latest video. Cece has been changed, has moved into another a prison. What's up, Courtney? She's moved into another prison. Actually, she's moved into Blues. Is it Blues? Browns? Moved into Browns. She's moved to Browns, so she's actually in the prison now, and she's out there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Mira is running around with another chick, and Cece has, you know, is just trying to get transitioned and acclimated, and you know, in her feelings and shit. And she meets a new lady. She's met a new lady by the name of Gertie or Gertrude. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to know why you said this woman's whole name like that. Why did you say her whole name like that?
That
You
bitch,
said the first and last name. I'm not gonna say the woman's last name, but you by the name of Gertrude such and such. I was like, why did she do that? Why did you do that?
because she deserved this bitch deserved to be recognized. This month, Gertie is something else.
Don't go to listen. Okay, so was okay when all of this is happening with you and Gertie. Did you like her? Was that in your mind that you could possibly freak her when you met her? Or was that, I'm just saying, even though you was with Mira and you thought Mira was, because you said y'all was always flirting and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Was that something that you felt like you could have already went for? Because you described the lady as beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She's a very, very beautiful lady. So was that something that was always in the back of your mind, or was you just when she came to you, did it just catch you off guard?
Before I say that, listen, I could have had my pick of anybody because I was new to the prison for one. Even I had, just got out of Browns. People, I wasn't from there. I got an accent to them. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, I got all these tattoos. So, people are intrigued. Like, yo, what you up in here for? Then they found out when I'm up in there for, they feel like it's the coolest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? They feel like it's the coolest shit ever. So people always bringing me some shit, want to, congregate with me. And I'm social. So I go over there and I be talking and everything. She had this corner cubicle by her fucking self. So when I do my rounds talking shit and all this other stuff, messing with folks, I used to always go and lean up on her cubicle, and fucking with her. I'll be fucking with her about her panties because they don't have sexy little bikini panties. They got like big draws. Bloomers. So I'm like, damn, your shit big. You know what I'm saying? So compare size, all this other type of shit. She used to have a TV on, and I'm just over there fucking with her, and it was easy. She was easy. She was smooth. Like, she was real smooth. She wasn't no stud, no shit like that. She all woman, but she was smooth than a motherfucker. She was smooth. And I seen why the bitch was in there. The bitch was in there for murder. She had been there for murder and she had violated her parole. So she was back on the hit. But it's like, yeah, because you'll never think she'll be the killer.
So she was actually the killer in that murder.
Yes.
So, because I know people. One of the things that people were saying, like, damn, Cece, you be meeting all these people with all these weird ass motherfucking, like, these people be in there for serious shit. Like, some of the people don't overlook that Gertie is a fucking murderer. You know what I'm saying? And all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what? Okay, but back to the thing though. So you already, to answer my question, and it seemed like you kind of dancing around this a little bit. Was you thinking about fucking with Gertie off the muscle, even though you was fucking with Mira? Was Gertie always a strong possibility for you to fuck with, even though you was with Mira?
I didn't know Gertie when I was with Mira. You talking about when I was chasing Mira when I had first moved on the unit?
Yeah, when you first moved on the unit. Oh, you didn't know her?
Like, I didn't know her beforehand. I didn't meet her until I moved on the unit.
Right. No. Yeah, what I'm saying, when you first met her, because like it was obviously some kind of attraction when y'all first met. So what I'm saying, did you know that you could fuck with her when you was with Mira? Yeah. Was that something in your mind?
It's like, I knew, like, she'll go. I gotta put this out there. I love beautiful chicks. And a lot of girls always be like, oh, you bisexual? A lot of people be like, I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? I'm bisexual. I'm bisexual. And I'm only bisexual for certain females. You know what I'm saying? I only like certain females. If you're an ugly bitch, I'm not fucking with you. And not to say I ain't fuck with no ugly bitches, because I done fuck with a couple of ugly bitches, but they had some good pussy. You know what I'm saying? They shit tastes like tacos and candy and shit. We'll talk about that later. But I'm not attracted to every female. But I was attracted to her.
Right. Like give me a real description. I'm interested in Gertie because the way you kind of lightly described her, you said she was I think she said she was caramel complected, had a big old ass. She had some hazel eyes. Give me a true description of was she fat? Did she have some rolls? You said when she took her clothes off, the bitch looked like a goddess. Give me a true description of Gertie.
Listen, have you seen those African paintings from back in the day, the girls with the big asses and the small waist and the nice titties? You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers tried to say was ugly. That's a real woman. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Bitch that had no stretch marks. I got stretch marks. Bitch that had no motherfucking stretch marks. She had some nice ass titties. I'm talking about perky. She did not do her body fucked up. You know what I'm saying? She drank her milk. She built the body good on that bitch. She had some little feet, and she used to she was only there for a hit. So she ain't got no shoes, no shit like that. So she wore her state shoes, but she used to walk on the back of them. She had a short haircut, and she kept her hair feathered. She was caramel complected. She had dimples. She had gold teeth right here. You know what I'm saying? She was older. She had big lips, and she was like, she had like a dope ass little laugh, you know, and she had some cute, chinky, hazel eyes, cute little button nose. She was beautiful. Even her hands were beautiful. Her nails was like naturally beautiful. It's like everything about this chick was beautiful, and she had a cold ass vibe about her. It's like, yo, you can stand there. You only supposed to be talking to this bitch for 5 minutes. All right, I'm gonna stop over here 5 minutes. Holla, you look up, it's 5 hours, and you motherfuckers can talk. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy for her to pull shit up out of you. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? And she's the way she pulls shit up out of you, she returns. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, she's not taking from you. You know, you got a lot of motherfuckers who like to socially rape you. You know, you just giving, and they don't got shit in return. So by the time you walk away from them, you're like, God damn, I'm drained. No, I'm not with her. You know what I'm saying? You fed. When you walk away from this bitch, you're fed. And she knows how to, depending on your mood, she knows the recipe for you. You know what I'm saying? Say you feeling down. This bitch I know this is going on with the band, but look, you got this to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? She'll come back with a time she had to go through this and tell you some coping mechanisms and all this other shit. I mean, this bitch was cold. She was just fucking cold, you know, and it's like, believe it or not, like I've learned some things from her. You know, I took some things from her. And it's like, yeah, she's a dope ass female, but the bitch is a stone cold killer.
Bitch a murderer, huh? I mean, I seen this shit, you get the occasional chick is unbelievable. The bitch take off her clothes and she ain't got a blemish on her body, and it was that kind of thing, huh?
Man, it's like, bitch, who painted you?
So let me ask you this: Is Gertie the baddest chick you ever fuck with in prison?
In prison, yeah.
How close does she come to the bitches on the street that you don't fuck with? Is she the baddest bitch? Is she just top 3 of the bitches that you don't fuck with? As far as I'm talking about, just not what bitches have and all. It just looks.
Top 2.
Top 2, really?
When I came home, I was talking to this chick named Tiff. Tiff, whether she bought her body or not, that bitch was cold. Like everything about this bitch was cold. When I met her, this bitch pulled up on me in a bike. A girl, long as like Tiff was I was like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, shout out to my homeboy Walk Down Round. What's up, homie? He says salute. OG Black and CC the Great hashtag LDBC. What's up, homie? Look. Okay, so you meet Gertie. You know what I'm saying? She make you feel good about yourself. So when you and her, you say she take you to dinner. This is in a story. You take her to she bring you back. She cook for you and shit like that. What do she say to you? What is it that she say to you that make you say, you know what? I'm gonna put it on the line. I'm gonna stop fucking with Mira altogether. I don't want nothing to do with that bitch. I'm gonna start fucking with this bitch. At what point do that happen for you in your mind, or do it not ever happen?
That don't ever happen. What happens is I'm salty at myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't went and acted a ass at these people infirmary. I done chase bitches, I'm running. I'm just a fucking wild animal. Just an animal. And I be honest. You know what I'm saying? If I was Mira, what I would have did, I would have went to go tell the CIA, get this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with her. She's slow. I would. This bitch is chasing me. When the fucking CEO said, slow down, don't run, this bitch chasing me. I would have told on me. You know what I'm saying? Get this bitch away from me. You know what I'm saying? I would have put in a compound separation, or I would have put in a fucking compound separation, or I would have put in a transfer. Get this bitch up out of here. I'm talking about I went out there on straight gorilla goon mode, like not giving a fuck, and I kept having, man, fuck this, bitch, you not gonna play with me. But it's like, man, let that lady alone. You know what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is the shit? If somebody is for you, it's not supposed to be hard. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just too fucking hard, and it wasn't clicking in my fucking head. And that's some shit I used to do on the street. That's why I had a bunch of failed fucking relationships.
So you and Gertie, y'all link up and shit like that. Do you want to, like I said, I want to know, like, what made you like pursue her though? I want to know, like, what made you like go for her? Like, what made her overstep Mira?
She was easy. She was easy. I didn't have to fight. I didn't have to chase. She knew the situation that was going on. Everybody knew my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? And me, I was just gonna shut the world out and just try to cope, figure out how to move forward. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lick your wounds and shit. I had to get myself together. And this bitch had fixed me something to eat and brought her ass around there. Somebody, come on, bitch, get up out this bitch. You're not finna do this. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna do this. In prison, that's what I can say. This is why I fuck with the people that's in prison. Because a lot of those, when we went through shit up in there, you didn't have people on the outside that was going through those things with you. You only had the people that was on the inside. She was the one, you know what I'm saying? She was the one to be like, all right, bitch, come on. You know what I'm saying? And she gave me the attention that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta go over there. Come here, bring your big head ass here, lay here on my bosom. You know what I'm saying? Let me love on you. Sometimes you have to love on people in order to bring them back. You know what I'm saying? To get them back, to help them get back to where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
What's going on with the chick, JJ? You know, you don't. Okay, like it seemed like you ain't really even concerned about it. Like it's like sometimes it seemed like she's just like a little flea that you could like slap down or some shit. Like you're not even concerned. Even when you was chasing Mira through the compound and shit like that, you said you ran past her. Like she was jogging, but you just ran past her to get to Mira. What's going on with her while all this shit is going on with you?
She's staying so far on my motherfucking way. What she was doing, which I got to tell her in the stories, but what she was doing, she was trying to get up off the unit. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I don't give a and this is a lesson, whether y'all straight, lesbian, gay, purple, red, blue, white, black, whatever. You do not let the other bitch know you have a problem. And your problem is not with the other bitches, especially if she had nothing to do with the situation. You know what I'm saying? My bitch chose another bitch. So I'm just bullying her because she on the fucking unit with me. But my problem was with Mira. Mira is the only person who owed me some fucking loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Mira is I didn't know shit about JJ. She found out about me just like I found out about her at the same motherfucking time. And I was the aggressor. You know, this bitch just trying to survive. She needs somebody to buy cigarettes and shit. She needs somebody to buy polygrip. The bitch needs somebody to buy food. She didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying? This bitch was a stone cold addict out there. She was beautiful, but them drugs had ate her motherfucking teeth out her mouth. It just is what it is. She got up in the prison. She done gained some weight, you know, face done filled out, hair got some shine to it. She ain't sleeping up under no motherfucking bridge, no shit like that. And Mira, I had to ask Mira, and these y'all gonna find this. I had to ask Mira, bitch, is you trying to be a crackhead? Is you trying? Because the only thing this bitch shitting on me was crackhead. You know? So it's like, come on now.
Why do you think Mira chose on JJ? Why you think that?
Because she was pretty and she was easy. You know what I'm saying? Mira like easy shit. And y'all will find this out. It's so much shit. Y'all will find these out in these coming stories. But I had to really sit there and understand Mira. Because right now, I haven't told y'all about none of the understanding, none of the these, this, and the third. I'm just telling y'all about going through the motions. It's so much shit that's getting ready to happen. You know, I know it's so much shit that has happened, but it's so much shit getting ready to happen. But while all this was going on, JJ is trying to get the fuck up off the unit. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to get up off the unit, but this bitch is taking notes, but she's not saying anything to Mira. She didn't say anything to Mira about none of the stuff that was going on over there because she did not want a problem. She still had to come back to the unit. You know what I'm saying? And she was my height and this, that, and the third, but I would have beat the fuck out of that girl. I was too aggressive. Like I had too much anger. You know, and I did not know I was that fucking angry because I tell y'all often I was not mad going to prison, but it's the littlest shit that tipped me over. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get a cup and you fill that motherfucker up and that motherfucker be all of that motherfucker look like the motherfuckers over the brim, but that one little droplet make every motherfucking thing spill. That was the one motherfucking droplet. I lost all my cool, all my sense that I thought I had. I realized I did not have good goddamn sense up in there. That's when you start in jail, in prison. If you are really, really in tune with yourself, you know what I'm saying? You have to step outside your body and realize what the fuck is wrong with you, kid? And in these videos, y'all hear me saying certain things like, I have to tell you what happened. You know what I'm saying? No matter how this shit sound, no matter how crazy I look or whatever, this is what happened. I'm not going to sit up here and try to be, oh, I was a superhero up in that bitch. I was, and all that. So when I'm telling like little dirty shit I done did to these bitches and all this other stuff, no, those are facts. Those are facts. I'm not saying it for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, when I said the white bitch, she was way bigger than me and I wasn't finna run up on that bitch. And people like, you can fight anybody. No, motherfucker, you fight anybody. I would love to see you get your ass whooped. But that big burly bitch right there, she was not finna touch me. She was not going to touch me. So I had to do some guerrilla warfare with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I had to get some other tactics. It just is what it is. But I'm not about to make myself seem big, this, and the third, because I had moments up in there where I was small. So it just is what it is.
So tell me about Tracy. Let's talk about Tracy. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about the T. Oh, well, let's not talk about that, dude. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. I'm sorry. Let's not talk about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Can't take that one back. How it goes. She was
no, well, let me say this. Well, let's go back to T. Let's go back to T. Let's talk about the lady, one of the characters, one of the other characters. Let's talk about one of the other characters, which is T. Why was that relationship? Why was your friendship with T? So why was it so wrong? Why was it a threat to anybody? Do you think?
Because one, I'm a chick who likes chicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm a chick who likes chicks, and Cha felt like, bitch, you up under. First of all, I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm slick talking, and her bitch is up under me all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I can give her bitch, I can give her T attention that Cha couldn't give her because she out working all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? We in the same cube. We in the bathroom talking. We walk in the chow hall. T is now doing shit she hadn't done. Period. You know what I'm saying? She didn't go off the unit like that and all that. So now she's running with me, and you know, and she's back in my drama. So her chick stepped in, bitch. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? What are you doing? Fuck that bitch. Fuck her problems. Let her worry about it. You stay the fuck out of that. You my woman. You know what I'm saying? So either you gonna keep fucking with this bitch or leave me alone. And they had been together for some years.
Do you think? Okay, so check this out. Was there any? Do you think there was any kind of feelings or any kind of attraction between you and T?
Not at all. Not at all.
So you don't think that the whole Cha situation was warranted, or can you not blame her for what she was saying?
It was jealousy.
It was jealousy.
It was jealousy. You know what I'm saying? It was females are very territorial. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame her because I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I know. I don't want nobody talking to my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody talking to him. Y'all had a conversation y'all need to have. Anything outside of that, shut the fuck up. If y'all not making no money together, y'all ain't got no business together, y'all ain't got shit to talk about. You know, I had nothing constructive for her to do. Everything that was attached to me was bullshit.
What's that line like? Especially when you having romantic relationships with women, especially with somebody like you that you really couldn't, or somebody like Gertie that you really couldn't classify as a stud, but you know, shit, y'all in there eating pussy. What's that line like to make it to where y'all can actually be friends in prison and it ain't shit gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? To where a person that is in a relationship like T was can trust her woman with some other bitches, as they would say.
People don't trust they women. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know, you know what I'm saying, what another person's motive is. And to stop it, let me just nip this shit in the bud. Anyway, but Cha was just a bitter bitch. She was just bitter in life. You know what I'm saying? She just was bitter. Just you know, you gotta kiss her ass to make her smile. Bitch, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you. Who's who? Like, who are you? You ain't no big badass bitch. Like, bitch, fuck you. On some real life shit. But I know people think just because you're bisexual or you're a lesbian, whatever, you're attracted to every fucking female. No. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? In that fucking case, I would have been hollering at Mandy. Mindy, whatever the fuck her name is, the bitch who tried to commit suicide. The bitch who lied to Cha to get me to come over there.
To put her titties on the glass.
And put her motherfucking titties on the motherfucking glass. It's like, come on, man.
Hey, shout out to the queen. Shout out to the queen, Courtney Nicole in the building. Salute to you, queen. She says, Cece, have you ever thought about doing short films on YouTube based on your story or fictional short films?
Yeah. We got some stuff coming up in January, I think.
Yeah, we definitely got a whole lot of stuff coming around stories, and Cece got a whole bunch of she got fictional stories coming, well, books. Her books was coming, you know what I'm saying?
July 9th.
July 9th. She got the audio books coming soon, but we got a lot of other stuff coming as well. A whole nother lineup, you know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned and just be prepared to support. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared to support. We want y'all in waves over there supporting, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, CC though. So let's talk about when one of the bigger stories, you know what I'm saying? When you green and stuff like that, the reintroduction of Mira, you know what I'm saying? When she comes back, you know what I'm saying? Let me stay right here. Let me stay right here for a second. Do you and T, like after the shower situation or whatever, when you and her, she's consoling you, and you say y'all, but y'all still in the same cell. Do y'all just
it's not a cell, it's on a unit.
Cubicle or unit or whatever?
No,
y'all
we
not
on
in
the
the
unit.
same?
No, we on LA is a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a LALB is a trailer that sits in the middle of the field. I haven't described what the campus look like yet. That comes Tuesday, but the campus is like a big ass college campus. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My unit, my unit was a trailer in the thing. So when you walk in, you got a common room and it divides. You go to LB and you go to LA. So LA is a big open space with probably like 30 cubicles in it, with 1 man cubes, 2 man cubes, 6 man, 4 men. So you got all these inmates up in there. So I mean, it's open. So you see everybody, you see every fucking thing. You just in your space. It's a cubicle. Everybody got different cubicles.
So how are you? You just don't talk to her no more. Y'all just stop talking at that point. It's just the communication shuts down with you and T after y'all have that big blow up with her and Cha.
Yeah. I don't got shit to say to you. You ain't got nothing to say to me.
And what was that like?
It wasn't like shit to me. Wasn't like nothing. It's like it was the point I only knew you for a few days. You know what I'm saying? You ain't made no big ass impact on my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't did shit in my life that's gonna make me grow. None of that shit. So it's like, okay, it's a point in time I didn't know your ass, and that's how I feel about anybody.
Right.
Like anybody, like I can cut ties with any fucking body.
What's the when you in the law library, you know what I'm saying? When you're in the law library, you get a call out to the law library. What's your even though she chokes you, what's your initial feelings when you first see Mira? You miss her, you was happy to see her, you was angry. What was the initial feelings for you when you first see Mira
Well,
in the law library?
I don't see her. You know what I'm saying? The bitch choked me.
I know that but
So,
when you turn around and you see it's her, what's your initial feelings like when you see her?
man, bitch, if you don't get off of me, you know, bitch, get off of me. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck off of me. You know, like, what is your problem? What's your thing? Then she say, so you fucking somebody else. It's like, you got some nerve. Like, you have some nerves. That's the feeling. You really? Like, bitch, you done bought me down here because you the one dropped the slip. I know you did. You done bought me down here to ask me about fucking somebody else when you're fucking somebody else. The audacity.
Why do you feel the need to have a conversation with her? Like I said, when you see her, what's inside of you? What is the feelings? You happy to see her? You really want to kiss her? You want to fight her? What's in your heart? What's in your heart?
Nothing.
Why don't you leave?
I can't leave. You can't leave. You can't leave.
Like I mean, why don't you walk away from her?
But she's gonna follow me. If I listen, the way the law library set up, when you walk in the door, you got to go through the metal detectors and everything. You have a pass. You have to stay there. You can't leave out just because you want to. None of that shit. So you got the librarians and all that other shit up at the front with security, with the guards and everything. So if I walk that way, this bitch is gonna follow me, and we're gonna be fighting in the middle of the fucking floor. We're going to the hole for 90 days for fighting in the fucking in a riot area. It's a riot area, and there's other people up in there. You know what I'm saying? So this incident is controlled to right there in this aisle, in this row. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker's telling me, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me to shut. Bitch, you see me over here getting choked. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo. And here's another thing. People can say, well, why didn't you walk away? Or why didn't you do this? You don't know what the fuck you're gonna do when you're in those situations.
Did part of you want to see her is what I'm saying?
No, that's why I didn't go ahead. If I wanted to see her, and this is some real life shit, if I wanted to see her, I was on a fucking unit for 4 days without going outside. I didn't have to go outside. I didn't have no appointments, nothing. And I worked on the unit. So if I wanted to see her, I would have sent the kite. I would have went to yard. Yard was at 3 times. It was 3 times a day now. You know what I'm saying? I would have went to yard. I would have went to meals. I would have been looking out the window, stalking, and I was like, no, fuck her.
Was she trying to see you? Was she trying? Was she sending any kites or anything? So the law library thing was completely off guard.
It was completely off guard, and it was because of Gertie. Gertie went to fucking work and told her, that's why I got your bitch. Here's the thing. Gertie knew Mira from the street. You know, I haven't gotten to none of that part yet.
Okay,
but Gertie did not like Mira. Like, she did not like her at all.
What are they from? Well, you gonna get to it. I was gonna ask you if they was from rival neighborhoods or some shit like that, but don't disclose it. So you know, it's just one of them things to where like I was like, okay, because you say it's a line in there that you say, you know what I'm saying, when she's choking you, you say you was turned on by her choking you.
That's because I'm a freak. And I like being choked. If you want to choke me, I like being choked. Shit, that's the sexiest shit you can do. Biting and choking. Fuck, pussy get extra wet. Hey, here's a story. You want to hear some shit? I got into it with this shit. Like, I liked her so much, but the bitch was just so annoying. So we get to fight. We get to fucking fight. I promise you, I let her get on top of me just so her titties and shit can be right there so I can grab her. I'm sorry. Motherfuckers be want to fight. I be trying to fuck.
I cannot take you seriously. So the Mira situation, the comment, because I'm listening to this comment, and I'm like, well, shit, that was a big thing for me. You know, like she choked you and I got turned on and shit like that. And now your only response is just because you was a freak. So you really didn't want to be there with her. You didn't have there was no nothing, no spark, no feelings, nothing.
Listen, the spark came to my pussy when the bitch put her hands around my neck because them little ass hands couldn't do no damage. You know what I'm saying? And I could have easily beat Mira up. You know, easily. But bitch, you choking me, that's my spot. That's my spot. I didn't know you cared so much.
Go ahead and give us your closing words, Queen.
Hey, I know it's a lot of people out there that like to be choked. I ain't the only one. Y'all be smooth. Thank you to my wrenches. Thank you to my members. Thank you to everybody that stayed up and was in here. Thank you to all 275 of y'all. I love y'all so much. New book drop in July. Well, I got 3 books dropping July 9th. So I'm just letting y'all know. So y'all be smooth and y'all be good. What, Black?
No, I'm just gonna tell them, make sure y'all share the videos. Make sure y'all, because YouTube acting on some bullshit. So share the videos, get the word out, you know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all, pay attention to everything that we got going on, because there's a lot of new stuff that's dropping. Is that it?
That's it. I'll see y'all later.
It's supposed to feel.
You guys, it's your girl Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, and a lot of you have been asking me for more content. Well, guess what? More content is here. I've lived a very colorful life. I've been a stripper, a drug dealer, a robber. I've been a felon, a mother, a graduate. I've been all of these things. And each and every Saturday, I'm dropping a new story for members only. So to get this exclusive content, sign up to my member, become part of the C Hive, and I'll see you guys there. Y'all have a dope day.